quest alongside with Aryan Lavaret. You will see that Aryan mentioned that he knows how to restore the family's honor, so he's probably going to try to attempt something stupid as usually, and also he knows the place by heart because he's the owner of it, so he knows secret passages, probably some secret door.
Come with me. There's nothing you can do here. I've more to do now than ever before. Alone. I need no one's aid or I aid or homage. Is that your final word? Farewell, Witcher.
So yeah, he literally is about to blow the place apart. You better start running before it explodes. And yeah, we got it to the door, to the secret exit of the place. So we finished the quest just in a different way. You will also see that because Aryan put the fire, the castle started burning. It's probably going to start falling apart in a matter of seconds. So I'm sorry we do not have too much time to admire the view right now. There's a ship.
Geralt, over here!
There's a ship waiting for us. There's our friend. It pretty much ends the quest. And it also finishes the whole chapter of the game, as well as this short gameplay presentation. Before we wrap things up, however, just one more thing. There's this guy called Tomasz Baginski. He's not only the person who did The Witcher, the intro and the outro for The Witcher 1, he's been also nominated to the Oscar Academy Award a few years ago for his short nominated movie called The Cathedral. And we're really happy to be working together with him on The Witcher 2 for Xbox 360. And the first fruit of his work is already here, so I'm really happy to be able to show it to you now. That's us. So to wrap things up, the reason why we're here today is to show you that The Witcher 2 on Xbox 360 is up and running. You have seen how the game looks, you have seen how it plays out. You can expect the game to be out by the end of 2011. And also, obviously, since this is the first time ever that we're presenting the game, we don't have tons of details for you right now, so please bear with us. There's a website, there's a Facebook channel, and also if you get a chance to visit Gamescom this year, please drop by our booth. We'll have more details, probably even new gameplay, tons of stuff. That's almost it. We will have Q&A in a moment, in case you have any questions left. Marek and Maciek will be helping me, since we have you here. By the way, before we go, however, please let me for a few minutes hand it over to Trevor Longino from GOG, who's got news on what's cooking at GOG.com. He's going to share them with you, and also some revelations that I believe you might find curing and healing, I would say. There we go.
All right, thank you, Tomek. As Tomek mentioned, my name is Trevor Longino. I'm head of marketing and PR for GoodOldGames.com. A lot of you guys are console gamers, and I'm seeing very confused expressions on your faces. Why the heck is Good Old Games talking to us? Well, that's a valid question. I'll have an answer for you shortly, but first, since many of you are console gamers, let me tell you briefly what GOG.com is. GOG.com is a classic PC gaming distribution outlet. That means we sell classic games ranging from all the way as far back as 1984 with the first Zork, which is definitely old school gaming, up to more recent games like the mid-2000s with Spellforce 2 and the new King's Bounty. We do a couple things that make us different than any other digital distribution outlet. For starters, all of our games are completely DRM free. When you purchase a game from GOG.com, it's yours. You can enjoy it however you want. We're not going to try and tell you you can't back the game up or you can't install it on a second PC, or if you go visit your grandmother and you're like, I can't take this conversation anymore, you can download it onto her PC from our connection. Whatever you want to do, it's your media, it's your entertainment, enjoy it how you like. Secondly, GOG.com hearts our gamers. You can tell we do because I put a heart on the slide. What we do is in every game we sell, we make it a virtual collector's edition. We bundle in artworks, wallpapers, soundtracks, any extra content we can find goes into the package. So it's very different than, think of a modern retail game you buy where you get a disc and a 3-page quick start guide that says if you'd like to actually know how to play the game, look at the PDF, we can't be bothered to print it. We put a whole lot more into the package for you so that gamers who want to get a collection of great games can get more than just the bare bones minimum. Finally, last but not least here, all of our games are at one price worldwide. If you are an overseas gamer, you know that frequently when you purchase a game in Europe or in the UK, you're going to pay the same number as Americans pay in USD, but a £49.99 sterling game is a heck of a lot more than a $49.99 USD game since the dollar's been in the cracker for pretty much ever. What we do is a little bit different. All of our games are priced in USD. They're all either $5.99 or $9.99 anywhere in the world, with one exception, which is The Witcher 2, which is on GOG, but which is not $10, because that would be a heck of a steal right now, wouldn't it? Instead, we sell The Witcher 2 at whatever the going price is, $49 USD, anywhere in the world. GOG.com brings back the classics. We've been in business since 2008, but just this year, we've added games from all these publishers here. They're all on the floor at E3 today. We started the year off with Activision. We had the Police Quest series and some more adventure games. Then we brought Ubisoft back with the Rayman series, great classic platforming action. And then finally, around April, we brought a new wave of Atari games out with Alone in the Dark 1, 2, and 3, and some Atari Hasbro classic titles, D&D games. And as I mentioned before, The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2 are available on GOG.com. Now you may say, that's not really an old game. No, it's not, but they're certainly good ones. And we're glad that we're such good friends with CD Projekt that we're able to offer those games on GOG.com completely DRM-free. Finally, you see here the EA logo. I don't know if you heard our news, but Thursday we announced we have brought the EA back catalog of classics to GOG.com. We have more than 30 EA games coming to GOG. We've already launched 5 of them as of so far. And starting on last Thursday, I'm going to give them some more today on Thursday, we brought back Dungeon Keeper, Wing Commander Privateer, Ultima Underworld 1 and 2, Crusader No Remorse, and Alpha Centauri. And next Thursday we're going to come out with Magic Carpet.
Cool.
And then we're going to have a brief break. That's a whole lot of classic games, a whole lot of adventure gaming goodness, and we don't want to excite people too much, have someone's head explode. That would be messy. So after a break, we're coming back this summer with more Ultima games, more Wing Commander games, Lands of Lore games, other great EA classic games from all of EA's history. Great. Now, why do you care? That's a valid question. You guys are console gamers. Well, this is the interactive part of our evening's entertainment. So I'd like to see a show of hands. Who's from out of town? Okay. Most of y'all. Who brought their laptops with them? Yeah, who brought their consoles with them? There's always one.
Yeah.
Except for our gentleman here who's definitely devoted to hardcore gaming. Most of you guys didn't bring your consoles with you. And even if you did bring your console with you, when you're on the airplane taking a flight from wherever to LA, you can't bring your console screen and enough batteries to power it for the whole flight. That's a little much to carry on. The flight is carry on luggage. So you find that as you are getting older and your life gets busier, you can't play games as much as you used to, whereas you all have your laptops with you. And GOG's games are, I'm going to call them modest spec games. I'm very sure you can run Zork on an abacus if you're patient. So that means wherever you go with your work PC, which is not a performance beast usually, it's what you write stories on and maybe do some light video editing work, you can bring games with you wherever it may be. Also, your readers or your viewers, if you're recording video here, will also be able to take on their work PC or an older personal laptop an opportunity to play GOG.com games. Now, as you get older, your life gets busier, and as your readership gets older and busier, the window of time you have to play your games in gets smaller and smaller, and the opportunities you have to play video games shrinks and shrinks. Well, modern science has a cure for almost everything, and Dr. G.O. Games, that's me. Doctor, get my doctor's coat on so you know this is official. We have a solution for you as well. I would like to invite you all to get huge with GOG.com. What I have here is an official prescription. It's on letterhead, so you know this is serious. It gives you a game code good for downloading one free EA Classic game. You can choose from either Dungeon Keeper, Wing Commander, Privateer, or Ultima Underworld 1 and 2. And further, we have the stunning Nurse Betty in the back,
Nurse Betty has what you need, guys.
who will be able to give you an opportunity to get huge with GOG.com. My name is Trevor Lange, and I'm head of marketing and PR. This is Tomaszka and Marek and Maciek. They'll be able to answer any questions you may have about The Witcher 2, and I can answer questions about GOG.com or EA.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much for coming.
Thanks, Trevor.